free speech is associated with free markets in this crucial way that you described, because it is very difficult to know what's going to be valuable next as things change. And the way we do that is we subject that computation to a massive cognitive instrument, which is the free market. Hundreds of millions of people are making decisions all the time, right on the edge of change. And if we know the price of something, we're as caught up with the future as we can possibly be. And so if we interfere with that at our great peril, because that is the cognitive mechanism that keeps us updated.
I would simply add to that, and then I will hand it over to Gale, is that free speech and free markets are learning mechanisms. When you say something which is stupid, somebody else can say, well, that actually doesn't work. And if you are smart, you're going to internalize that comment, and you are never going to express that view again. You are going to internalize the truth. And the market is a learning mechanism as well, provided that it's free, so that it can indicate what works and what doesn't.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And it's free so it can vary.
Right. So I think that, making this connection between free speech and the market is it's this idea that wealth is fundamentally knowledge. It's the growth in knowledge that distinguishes us from the Stone Age. It's entirely due to the growth of knowledge. And this is a point that one of our friends, George Gilder, makes. He says, wealth is knowledge, growth is learning, and money is time. And from those three propositions, we can derive this theorem that you can measure the growth of knowledge with time. So it's really, how do we grow knowledge?
Well, there's also a definition of knowledge that's rooted in there to some degree, because you might say, well, if you can do the same amount in half the time, you're now twice as smart. You have twice as much knowledge. That's like a definition, right? Because the knowledge, you'd have to define knowledge as useful in relationship to something, which might be the production of something of value. And so if you could do that twice as fast or with half as many resources, especially time, well, then your knowledge is doubled. That's by definition in some real sense.
Right. So we define abundance is this measurement of time prices as they relate to you must be adding more knowledge, either making the money prices lower, or you're increasing income, or doing the combination of both, because it takes you less and less time to earn the money to buy that thing. And it's a consequence of this growth in knowledge. And that growth in knowledge, it comes from all over the place. It's not just researchers in a lab. It's just not professors. It's everybody on the planet is contributing these little bits and pieces of knowledge